Okay, in this section, we're going to be finding the maximum minimum values or the vertex for a graph or formula. We have three functions listed here. We're going to graph each of them, and we're going to use this website here for us to graph. From that, we're going to find the vertex, the equation of axis symmetry. Then using the equation, keep in mind the standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. We're going to write our a, b, and c values. And then we're going to do a calculation. We're going to complete this here. Negative b divided by 2a. And we're going to look for a connection between this value we calculate and the axis of symmetry. So first we go to this website here. And you click into your editor here on the side. We say y equals, and we want x squared subtract 4x. So x, hit your exponent button, squared. That's subtract 4x. Let me just go back. And plus 7. And hit enter. Oh, and it comes up here anyway. So our vertex, look here now at the graph. The graph does point upward, and we know that because the a value is positive. And the vertex is at 2, 3. So you read your x value first here, and then your y value. So our vertex is at 2, 3. Now the equation of the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry will be a line that goes vertically down through here, splits this graph in half. So we look at our x value. It will cut through our x value of 2. So the equation of the axis of symmetry is x equals 2. Any vertical line, the equation of any vertical line is always written as x equals. So I'll just go back here. I'll just put in a blank page for a second. So we have our graph, and the vertex is at right here, and it's at 2, 3. So if you go straight down through, it hits the point, the x value of 2. So any vertical line is always written x equals. Now what is the x value it passes through? It passes through the x value of 2. So that's the equation of our axis of symmetry. So you don't write just 2, it's x equals 2. Now a, b, and c values, there's no number in front of x squared, so it's just 1, or we don't see a number, 1 is there. Our b value is negative 4, and our c value is 7. So we then do this calculation. Negative b divided by 2a. So negative, our b value is, now we already have a negative 4, divided by 2 times 1. So we have negative times a negative, which would make a positive. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now I'll complete the rest of these here. So now I've graphed the next equation. Negative 2x squared subtract 4x plus 7. And if I put my pointer at the vertex, it will tell me what the value is. So negative 1 and 9. And now graphing the last equation. We got a vertex of 1 and 7. So then the axis of symmetry will be x equals 1. The axis of symmetry is the x value of the vertex. So it's 1, so x equals 1. Now the question we're asked here in A, what do you notice about the x coordinate of each vertex, the equation of the axis of symmetry, and the value of b? So what do we notice about the x coordinate of the vertex? So these values. the equation of the axis of symmetry, and the value of negative b over 2a. When I look across the top, x value of the vertex is 2, equation of the axis of symmetry, x equals 2, and this value here is 2. Now we look at our next one. It's negative 1, negative 1, negative 1, 1, 1, 1. So they're the same value. That the value of the vertex, the x value of the vertex, the value of the axis of symmetry, and this one here, they're all the same. So this formula here, right here, negative b over 2a, will give you the x value of the vertex and the equation of the axis of symmetry. So just to summarize this now, and these notes will be placed onto the Schoology site, so the values are the same. Negative b over 2a, we'll find the x value of the vertex and the axis of symmetry. Okay, part B says once you know the x coordinate of the vertex from a function, how can we algebraically attain the y coordinate? So what's asking, if we had this equation here, and we used our equation to calculate the x value of the vertex, but once you have this value, how can you find, so once you have this value, how can you find the y value? Well, what we would do is substitute it back in. So for x value is negative 1, we'll substitute into our function. So everywhere here in the equation where we had x, we'll put in negative 1. So squaring a negative will give us a positive. So negative 2 times 1, negative times a negative, positive 4 plus 7. So negative 2 plus 11 is 9. So the value of the vertex is negative 1 and 9. So when the x value is negative 1, the y value is 9. So now in summary, attaining the vertex of quadratic function, so to get the vertex quadratic function, you can get the x coordinate of the vertex through this formula here. So if you think of your vertex, now a set of points, the x value of the vertex, so here's our vertex, the x value can be gotten negative b over 2a. And then we substitute this answer back into our function to get the y value. And that's what we show up here.